I don't know why I'm doing this.
But you asked for it.
So hold on tight. Today I'm going to try out all the craziest roller coasters in this park and die of fear. Let's see what's first. Let's go! Welcome to the wildest amusement park in America, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Here, people don't just ride, they scream, shriek, and cry, forgetting what gravity even is, even the most experienced folks. Today, I'm going to show you what roller coasters in America are really all about. And yeah, they say only people with nerves of steel are allowed in here. Let's see who wins, me or the park. The main thing is not to lose my cyber arm while riding these giant attractions. Feel like a kid again. I got 2 seasoned pros with me, so they definitely know where to go and which rides to hit. Do we have a plan?
You have to ride the coasters.
Full throttle. Oh, this is actually one of the top coasters, by the way. The line isn't too long yet, so we need to hurry and get on the best ride in the park while there's still no one here. We're about halfway through the line, and it feels like it's going to be about 45 minutes. Looks like we came to the park at a not-so-great time, when a bunch of school buses showed up. And if it weren't for these kids, I think the line would only be about 10 minutes. There's an option to skip the line and use the flash pass here, but that costs an extra $80. Also, there are a lot of caps lying around here.
And severed heads.
In one of the parks, a guy went to look for his cap and lost his head. One less idiot in the world. Guys, I just waited 45 minutes in line. I get on the ride, all excited. I'm thinking my hair's about to fly back, tears in my eyes, screams, squeals, good vibes. But no, they didn't let me on the ride because of my prosthesis. You can't go with it, and you can't go without it. You need to have at least, damn it, 3 fingers to ride at full throttle. Of course I'm upset. At the next rides, I'm not going to show that I have a prosthesis, and I'll try to hide it as much as possible so this doesn't happen again, but I'm really upset. They did promise me a free fast pass to other rides, though. They said that on other rides, you can go without an arm. The rules are weird, honestly. Really weird. I'm very upset. Unfortunately, the amusement park still isn't fully inclusive. It's a reminder that we still have room to grow, that there's still something to strive for, so that people with disabilities can also enjoy different rides. And so you don't get told after waiting 45 minutes that you can't do something. Well, let's go try out some other rides. Maybe somewhere else they'll let me in and won't hassle me about my prosthesis or whether I have 3 fingers or not.
Next time, you should just take your silicone prosthesis. Don't make it obvious. Just get on the ride.
It's just that next time, they're basically forcing me to lie. I mean, I don't like that they're basically making me lie. So basically, I could just go in without showing that I have a prosthetic arm. I could just wear a sweatshirt or a hoodie and ride any attraction freely. But this.
Let's try to get on this slide. If they don't let us in, then we'll go to the others, where we were given a full flash pass. We didn't buy it, but since I can't get in anywhere, now we can go on these slides that aren't super dangerous. Of course, those are actually the most fun. But at least with the flash pass, we can skip the lines everywhere. Twisted Colossus is a legend at Six Flags. There isn't just one route here. There are 2 tracks intertwined into one, like a Mobius loop. You ride the track and then start over, but from the other side. You climb up to 37 meters, then there's a sharp drop at an 80-degree angle, and you fly into a series of insane elements. There's a moment when you actually feel like you're floating in 0 gravity.
There's also the high five element, where 2 trains rush past each other, and it feels like you could give a high five to the passenger across from you.
And the final Top Gun stall, where you're hanging upside down, and it feels like time just stops for a moment. This is the first coaster I just rode. I give it a 10 out of 10. Twisted Colossus. I totally recommend it, because you get to ride it twice. You go around 2 times, and the line isn't as long as for the previous ride, the one I wasn't allowed on. I'm in shock. I really liked it. It's really scary. My legs felt like jelly at the end. I screamed my head off. You can hear it, right? My voice is already like this. And that was just the first coaster. But out of habit, we're already skipping the line and heading to the next coaster called Scream. And honestly, it's just impossible to scream on this one.
The lift takes you up 45 meters, and then you drop instantly at a speed of 101 kilometers per hour. There are 7 inversions in total, meaning 7 times you get flipped upside down. There's a vertical loop, a dive loop, a zero gravity roll, a Cobra roll, and even 2 corkscrews. When you're flying along this track, you can't tell which way is up and which is down. Scream is like being offered a chance to scream out all your adrenaline for the whole week. Twists, turns, and G-forces. It's the kind of ride where you get off with wide eyes and a wild grin. But honestly, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Before that, there was a carousel that was a solid 10. Well, it's just kind of like that. If you added more speed, then it would be scary.
You disappointed me. You didn't scream. I didn't get my thrill from the ride.
I feel totally out of it. I'm all wobbly just in them. 2 carousels? Yeah. And this is how the park shows the average wait time for each of the rides. Some are about 5 minutes, 10, and for some you can just walk right on without waiting at all.
Those are probably the kids' rides. We just reached Crimea 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, the line there really was about 10 minutes. The whole park is made up of green theme zones. This here is the DC Universe zone. And now we're going to grab a little ice cream, cool off, and then probably end up throwing up that ice cream on the next ride, because I do get a bit dizzy on some of them. But I'm still fighting through it for now. All right, let's check out the prices too. A drink is $18.99. Churros are $7. Doesn't really look that expensive. You can get a Wowers meal for $18.99.
That's over 20.
Pretty standard prices, just like everywhere else. But we came here for ice cream. Sasha says he's standing here, looking at American schoolgirls, and they all have bodies like 40-year-old women. And you have a friend without an arm.
My friend without an arm is a very patient person. Well, so what if that woman is 9 years old? You know what I mean? Maybe by the time she's 40, it'll even out.
The ice cream is $10. I still kind of feel a little bitter that they didn't let me on the first ride. Well, it's fine. Here, right here. I know how to hide the fact that I don't have an arm. So what? Should I lie? Pretend to be like everyone else? Act like we're all normal, especially me? I even took off my prosthesis before that, hid it in my bag, just to try to get through, pulled my sweater sleeve down to make it look like everything was fine, so they'd let me on that ride. That's basically the highlight of this park.
It's the Goliath roller coaster.
Sasha, is it a scary ride?
It's the tallest ride. In terms of height, 10 out of 10. As for how scary it is, well, let's put it this way. Within this park, I'd say it's about a 7.
I don't trust your rating. You always rate things too low.
That's just because it's tall, that's all.
I'm about to cry from disappointment that they won't let me on. Well, give it a try, let's try. Usually, the lines here are miles long, an hour and a half, 2 hours. But today we got lucky. Even though we saw a ton of school buses, there still aren't that many people here. This part of the roller coaster is the scariest, because you're flying at 130 kilometers per hour straight underground.
Oh, yeah. This roller coaster is totally worth it. It was even worth lying for. 10 out of 10. You absolutely have to go on Goliath, and probably do it as one of the first rides. Because, wow. Wow. Words can't describe it. But what I can put into words is that you can't be honest in America, because when you're honest, for some reason, you get passed over. So I was dishonest, and I got to ride. Otherwise, of course, they wouldn't have let me on. Yesterday, I was in the DC Universe area. Wonder Woman. As usual, we're not going to show that we don't have arms. We'll hide Lisa's arms with long sleeves so we can ride the coaster. She says it's less comfortable to sit on this ride. Yeah, you can't tense up. Don't tense up. I didn't get...
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short, so
It was both the smoothest and the most drop-heavy coaster. It spins you around the loop like this and accelerates insanely fast.
Oh, I survived. What's next? Should we go to Batman?
On this hill, you don't sit in a car. You hang underneath the rails. Your legs are dangling in the air. The coaster accelerates up to 80 kilometers per hour. There are a total of 5 inversions in 2 minutes. It's one of the first inverted coasters in the world, and it still sets the standard. So, what did you think of Batman? Crap. Concise. Enough. Quality. And with taste. Nope. The inverted coaster from Batman. Let's give it a rating. I'd give it a 6. I wouldn't bother standing in line for 40 minutes, because it's not worth it. Very briefly, nothing is clear. Everything is too close together. You just can't really appreciate an inverted coaster like this. Now we're heading to the stand-up coaster. This is my first time trying it, riding while standing up, not sitting. Just got lucky. Seriously, this line isn't for me. Riddler Revenge is one of the most extreme stand-up coasters in the world. You're standing firmly, strapped into the seat, and racing at 65 knots per hour. That's over 100 kilometers per hour. 6 inversions in a row, a vertical loop, 2 dive loops, corkscrews, all with up to 4 G of force. This isn't just a ride, it's a real test of endurance. You're not just sitting, you're surviving. And it's awesome. The strategy paid off. I got to ride a real coaster. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Just because I'm already starting to feel a bit queasy. It's 3 in the afternoon. It's really hot, 32 degrees, and after riding all these rides, my head is just spinning, and I just want to lie down, take a nap, and relax like a true Russian. You know, maybe age is catching up with me. After all, I'm not Volodya. I'm not 20 anymore. 6 Lux is an awesome place. You definitely should spend the whole day here. And ideally, of course, come to Ada Pi when the weather is cloudy. For some reason, Americans don't like to go out when it's cloudy, not to any amusement parks. So here's a life hack for you. You won't have to wait in any lines at all. The team just gave me another command. Hide your hand, and I'm ready. That's a dangerous little carousel, for sure. The guys have been here for 15 minutes already. They're just hanging there like that, and no one is letting them down. One guy, he really needs to pee and says he's going to wake up right here and take off. And we were supposed to go, but we're just waiting around. We'll order the next one. You. Thank you for coming. We're ready to continue the operation in Senor Arthur, and at this point, we recommend you go to the hospital. Take a ride on this attraction. Everyone's just stuck up there. It happens sometimes. They're just hanging in front of your feet, walking around, interviewing people, with some kind of questionnaire, writing things down. Right now, they're closing the ride for a while, until they get those people out of the gondolas. The atmosphere in the park is pretty nice. Everywhere you go, cool American music is playing. It smells like cotton candy, and kids are screaming. Everyone's drinking soft drinks. But they're still screaming. They just keep screaming out of habit. They also say that this park throws awesome themed parties, especially for Halloween. Everyone comes dressed up. The whole park transforms into a world of favorite characters, and you feel like you're twice as immersed in this immersive theater called Six Flags and the amusement park. This is Viper, the steel snake of Six Flags Park. It climbs 57 meters high, then drops 52 meters at a speed of 113 kilometers per hour. It's the only roller coaster in the world with 7 inversions. 3 vertical loops, a batwing, and 2 corkscrews. The ride was a bit rough. Honestly, it really shook me up. And I think today we'll call it a day with this attraction. We'll save X2 for next time. I just physically can't handle anymore, but it was incredible. What an awesome day. This was the best ride of the day. Now on Crozonite. Crozonite? Crozonite, the hellish pendulum. The one where you asked to stop halfway saying, I'll get off. But that didn't make the archive, so let's say it never happened. But it did happen. I remember it, so it definitely happened. Number 1 is Twisted Colossus. This is Wonder Woman. And number 2 is Tatsu. The one we didn't get to ride. It's a really good ride. Oh my god, Ilya the Cyborg's childhood dream came true. Go to an amusement park. I want to show you that the amusement park is open on Saturdays. Well, no, we're not going to the water park. That's just not the same thing. Write in the comments which ride you like the most, the one you'd want to try. And do you think it was fair enough? That I lied and didn't show today that I don't have an arm? Or should I have stayed true to myself, kept my prosthetic on, and missed out on all the rides? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This was Ilya Kaborga with you. Big hugs to everyone. Bye-bye. Wishing you a bright cyber future.